Probably should have done that before. Probably should have done that before I started recording, but anyway. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Mornings, my lungs tend to kind of be seized up a little bit. Might be that my pediatric asthma's coming back. I may have COPD. I don't know. My life is such that the fact that my lungs work as well as they do now, yeah, I count myself lucky. Anyway, uh, I had people that have seen my videos that, ask me, like, dude, what is the actual point of your channel? I mean, you kind of, because they've seen a lot of videos that I don't have on my channel anymore. Don't know what the hell happened to them. I think, like, a lot of stuff ended up getting purged by YouTube. Um, but they're like, you don't have, like, a thing you talk about, or, like, a, like, you know, basically, it's just my blog. I am too lazy to type, so that's why I blog on YouTube. The title of this is because I told my wife that I was gonna start blogging on YouTube, and she's like, "You don't blog on YouTube, you vlog. Blog is written." And I said, "It's my YouTube, and I'll blog if I damn well want to." So that's how that came about. Uh, but it is just a purely personal, whatever it is that I feel like talking about and covering on any given post, which I do need to start posting on a more regular basis. I know. Uh, I just kind of live my life and kind of like, I mean, there's been a lot of things that I have just wanted to talk about, but I'm not in the emotional state to talk about them at this point. Not that the issues are too hard, or or too involved or deep. It's just I'm not pissed off right now, so I can't really go into a good rant. Um, because I've actually been told that some of my rants are like extremely entertaining, unhinged, disjointed. Uh, yeah, I make a couple of really good points, but a lot of it is just me. I'm just really pissed off and just letting it all out. Some of it makes sense. Some of it is actually based in, or some of it you can actually tell that it is logical and whatever else. A lot of it, though, I am just really not able to articulate certain things when I'm in the emotional state I need to be to have the rants about the things that sometimes I need to rant about. So, uh, anyway, this, what I'm working on, by the way, is actually, the companion to this, which is a forearm guard. Uh, there it goes. Yeah, I can't put my arm in that one, and really can't. Yeah, but yeah, basically, it's like it's a really, it's actually pretty good. I like this. Is actually from a stormtrooper armor that somebody posted in Pepakura Library group. Um, yeah, and I like it. I mean, the whole structure of the arm itself is like it's going to be really easy for me to be able to do this, especially because I'm actually going to be getting a Zentai suit pretty soon. For those of you who don't know what a Zentai suit is, it's if you've ever seen things like Power Rangers, where they have like just the full body covering suit, that's the easiest way to explain a Zentai suit. Is watch the original like 1980s Power Rangers, the suits that they wear, just that kind of just like close fitting, whatever else. Pretty much any of those old Japanese imports, VR Troopers, Kamen Rider, or whatever. The actual cloth, that suit that goes underneath all the various armor and whatever else on there. But sometimes the Zentai suit itself is the costume, but that's a Zentai suit basically. I was actually thinking about getting a Deadpool one because my character, my character is Deadpool that I'm building this particular armor is a Deadpool armor. Then I realized that rather than sitting there and like, if I did that, then I would want to get like if I was gonna do a different armor, I would want to get a different Zentai suit, and then if I was gonna do this armor, I would need to get a Zentai suit for that. So I'm actually just gonna get a black one, or I'm going to get. Or I'm gonna get the Nightwing Zentai suit, which is Nightwing is a character from DC in the Batman comic books. Robin, Batman's sidekick, or one of the Robins. There's like a bunch of them apparently at different points. Ends up actually going off, as a hero on his own, called Nightwing. So it's just kind of a thing. But they have the Zentai suit for that. That is all black except for it's got a blue shaped area on the thing. So I'm probably gonna get that because it's the cheapest one that they have on Heroes Time. But they do have an all black one that you can order. You actually have to ask them, say, hey, look, I just want it all black, whatever else. There's like a custom order form that I cannot figure out because it's a spreadsheet, and it's like it's not like set up like other spreadsheet order forms that I've seen where, okay, if I want this size, then you actually can put a check or whatever, and it is done up to where like it's got the formulas and tables and everything on like the other page or the other worksheet, whatever you want. I can't remember what the specific term is. So if you put a check mark here or you put an X here, then it will automatically do certain things. Or if you want to sit there and you want this type of crotch zipper, you want this type of thing, you want the detachable hands, whatever else. And so I'm going to actually end up having to talk to them and see. But I mean, the actual suit itself is like $30. Then I'm wanting probably maybe like $10, $15 worth of customization because what they charge for like the specific zipper and other stuff that I actually need for this suit to be able to do. So I'm actually going to end up getting, like I said, either the Nightwing suit, which the blue area won't matter because of how the rest of the armor is, and then if there's any gaps that allow that to show through, I can very easily add some like black fabric, or I could even maybe take fabric paint or whatever, and then just go over the the blue part to make it a fully black suit. So. But anyway, so yeah, I've got that. And this, by the way, is the shoulder piece. So I like this arm because it's very easy to be able to say. And right now, like, I'm really good at building the parts for the armor. I can build the chest plate. I can build the back plate. I can build the abdomen section, the arms. My issue is being able to articulate the armor, to be able to actually see how armors interact, the various pieces and everything, how they fit together and all, and then just the actual, like, how to. I mean, like, the Mass Effect shoulder bells are actually a two-piece system, and so it's a matter of how to get it, like, I've seen some web strapping stuff where you put enough slack in it so that as you move your arm, the piece will, the second piece will push up over the first. So doing an armor like this means, all right, I can get an armor that is a straight up strap on and go. And then I can actually, like, to learn the shoulders, I can actually go and find a top cap and figure out and actually get some webbing strap and actually experiment with how to. I mean, I've seen pictures, but it's like the actually learning the muscle memory and everything else. So that way, once I've gotten that and learned how to do a two-piece shoulder, all right, cool, then I can actually take a two-piece shoulder pattern and build that okay, so I can actually expand my range of armors and everything else. Although, really, when it comes to the, like, prop making and costume, bit company that I'm looking at starting, I'm probably really going to focus more on props just because, in general, they are easier. Yeah, and there's a much wider range of ways you can do it. Uh, and I've actually talked about this on my prop and costume channel, The Crafty Bastard, which part of what I actually already have up there is actually going to be edited into another video when I actually do the work. But this is the Tron Identity Disc. Yeah. And so once I actually work on the hardening, I'm probably going to end up, if I don't already have enough of the magnets, I'm actually going to put a ring of magnets, probably like, let's see, at least 4 anyway, probably 8 on each side. So at each of these, what are supposed to be, I guess, emitters or something, and then in between them. So that way, when I go and I put the 2 halves together, everything will be aligned as well. I'm going to actually have it so that, like, a couple of the magnets are oriented a specific way, while the rest of the magnets are oriented the other way. And that will actually, and even though I know I could probably eyeball it and it will do, I actually like the thought of having the way the magnets are be part of the system. So that way when I put it together, if I don't have it, if I don't have it actually lined up, they won't go together. So that I can just, and as it gets into alignment, that's when it will hold together. So it's just kind of a, oh cool, look how I did this. But yeah, I'm probably going to put like 8 magnets on each side. So that way, as they're paired up, and they're actually, I'm going to be using these. These are, these are 1/4 inch. Yeah, these are 1/4 inch round, or 1/4 inch wide. Yeah, 1/4 inch by 8 inch, or 1/8 of an inch. And basically, there. And so, by having them angled like that inside the disc, sorry, let me actually make sure because my screensaver came up while I was recording. Okay, well, yeah, basically it's like you'll have one like that. Oh, okay, that's the issue. Yeah, you get the general point. But in here, I'll have the magnets laying here, doing that. So that way, when you put the disc together, the corners of the magnets will grab each other. And so I actually can't find all the ones I used to have. I used to have, like, I think I had like either 20 or 50 of them. Can't find a lot of them. Think I might know where they are. I'll look for them later on. If I can't, it cost me like $3, for the, to get the ones I did before. So, not really that big a deal. But I actually ended up finding, if you watch, if you go to my Crafty Bastard channel, you'll see videos that Dragon Con is coming. You'll actually see what the actual frisbee looked like. It was a disc, which, if I really felt like it, I could have actually probably tried using that, but I like having the detail and everything. And so what I did was I just cut out the edge, and then I'm actually going to, you see that part that's shiny? Okay, no. Okay. Yeah, you see that shiny part, that's actually going to be kept. This dull part, this dull half of it here, is actually going to be taken, I'm going to take the entire thing down to that. Because, as you can see, they don't quite match up. if, by going and taking it down to that line, these will actually come together and then make them a lot easier for me to just grind it down and shape it into the blade, for that. So I'll just go and just kind of angle it a little bit more, so that way I'll get the proper blade shape. And then at some point, I will be upgrading the entire thing. I'm actually looking at a specific product from Adafruit.com. They have NeoPixel strips. They actually have ones. I think they have 30, 60. I can't remember if they have 80, but I know they have 144 LEDs per meter. These are individually addressable, LEDs, meaning you can make them go red, green, blue, white, or any other combination of colors. If you take, like red and blue on, you get purple, etc. The basic color combination thing. Well, these are individually addressable. So you can actually make the whole strip do whatever you want. If I remember correctly, the configuration program for these is it is beautiful. I mean, it is nice, clean, simple design, and you basically draw the pattern you want it to go. So what I'll be able to do with those, they also have a NeoPixel ring, if they still sell that. I believe it's the 60 or 80 pixel one that actually fits perfectly into this C-ring here. So I would actually be able to go and mount that with a nice, with a nice diffuser over it, and actually have that programmed to, to be able to do the, the ignition sequence where it goes and it actually counts off in I think it's 16 segments. I'll have to actually go back and look at that. But I'd actually be able to go, and when I actually hit the hidden button, it'll do the the C-ring ignition, and then I'm gonna have it so that way, okay, I hit the the one button, or I may have a reed switch or something like that, so that way when I pop it on, to the back mount, the reed switch will actually activate the disc. So that way somebody watches me put it on, I can go, and they'll actually be able to see it go. And then when I actually hit the activation switch for the blade, you'll get that actual chase effect when the blade lit up. It didn't just, it went, it formed. And then you had that marquee kind of where it looked like it was spinning. If you take a look at old movie houses and you see how the lights are going around and everything else, obviously it's just lights going on and off, on and off, on and off, but it looks like they're going around. So I'll be able to actually do that with it as well. So yeah. Anyway, I'm actually still. I just realized I hadn't posted in a while. So in any event, oh, by the way, there's this one little fucktard, on a Facebook group called Waifu Hell that I'm in. That I like anime stuff, so I have to sit there and found it. And somebody posted something that apparently a artist does for her Patreon subscribers. I didn't know, he got it in a freaking chat group somewhere or whatever. This little fucktard Josh decides that he's gonna be like, oh, well, that's my friends. I can understand friends, it's your friends' work or whatever, letting them know and everything else. But then his little bitch ass wants to go and talk about, well, you should promote her Patreon to alleviate some of the damage. Motherfucking kiss my goddamn ass. It ain't no motherfucker's job to promote your friend's Patreon who got a picture from a source that they did not realize was not supposed to be there. You want to sit there and you want to start talking shit? You find out whoever it was that leaked, which one of her subscribers it was that leaked the picture, and you get on their ass. Anyway, I'm going to get some more coffee and go about my day. My kid's waking up, so I'm gonna actually go and go put on SpongeBob or whatever the hell else for him and everything. Have my coffee and get about my day. Hi, Josh. And there's the